Are you tired of your iPhone slowing to a crawl in the middle of a gaming session? Or getting uncomfortably hot just from charging? According to a wave of rumors and leaks, Apple might finally have a solution on the way. They're reportedly borrowing a secret weapon from high-end gaming PCs for the upcoming iPhone 17 Pro, and it could mean a huge reduction in thermal throttling. Now, this isn't just a minor update, if the rumors pan out. We're talking about a fundamental change to how the iPhone manages heat, a problem that has plagued users for years, most notably with the overheating issues that surrounded the launch of previous models. But the rumored solution for the iPhone 17 Pro isn't just a simple fix. It's a technology that could unlock a new level of sustained performance we've never seen in an Apple device. This is the story of how a little bit of liquid could completely revolutionize your next iPhone. Section 1. The problem and the pain. Let's be honest, we've all been there. You're deep into a match of your favorite game, the graphics are maxed out, and everything is running smoothly. Then, slowly, you feel it. The back of your phone starts to warm up. First it's just noticeable, then it becomes genuinely hot. Suddenly, the game starts to stutter. The frame rate drops, your controls feel laggy, and your perfectly smooth experience grinds to a halt. What you're experiencing is a phenomenon called thermal throttling. It's your iPhone's self-preservation instinct kicking in. To protect the delicate internal components, especially the powerful processor and the battery, from heat damage, the operating system intentionally slows everything down. It's a necessary evil, but it's also incredibly frustrating. It means the peak performance you paid for is only available in short bursts. Current iPhones primarily use passive cooling methods, like graphite sheets and the metal frame of the device itself, to absorb and spread out that heat. While these methods are okay for light tasks, they can get overwhelmed during intense use. And this isn't just a problem for gamers. If you've ever tried editing and exporting a 4K video, you probably felt that familiar heat and noticed the progress bar slowing down. Even fast charging can make the device uncomfortably warm to the touch. This constant exposure to high temperatures isn't just an inconvenience, it has long-term consequences. Heat is the enemy of battery longevity. Consistently pushing your iPhone to its thermal limits can degrade the battery's health over time, meaning it won't hold a charge as well a year or two down the line. So, the problem isn't just about temporary lag. It's about performance, comfort, and the lifespan of your very expensive device. For years, the solution has been incremental improvements to these passive systems. But with the iPhone 17 Pro, Apple is rumored to be making a radical change. Section 2. The solution: a secret weapon from PC gaming. The potential game-changing solution that has the tech world buzzing is called a vapor chamber. According to multiple reports and leaks from industry insiders, Apple is planning to integrate vapor chamber cooling technology, sometimes called liquid cooling, into the upcoming iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now, it's important to remember this is all based on rumors, not an official announcement from Apple. Still, this isn't some futuristic, unproven concept. Vapor chambers are a well-established thermal management solution and have been the gold standard in high-performance electronics like gaming laptops, desktop GPUs, and even many high-end Android smartphones for years. The fact that Apple is even rumored to be adopting this technology is a huge deal. It would be a direct admission that the processing power of their chips, like the rumored A19 Pro, is reaching a point where traditional, passive cooling just can't keep up. To unlock the full potential of their own silicon, they'd need a more active and efficient way to get heat out of the system. While current iPhones use graphite to simply spread heat, a vapor chamber is designed to actively move it. This is the key difference, and it's why this technology could be so revolutionary for the iPhone. The latest leaks, some including alleged images of the new components, suggest this will be a Pro-exclusive feature, a significant differentiator to justify the Pro model's premium status. So, how does this miniature cooling engine actually work? Section 3. How vapor chamber cooling works. Imagine a tiny, ultra-thin, sealed copper container inside your iPhone. This is the vapor chamber. Inside this chamber is a very small amount of a liquid, often just distilled water, and a wick-like structure. The air has been vacuum sealed out, which lowers the boiling point of the liquid. Here's where the magic happens, broken down into a continuous cycle. First, heat absorption. The vapor chamber would be placed directly over the hottest components, primarily the main processor, in this case, the anticipated A19 Pro chip. As the chip works hard during a gaming session or video render, it generates intense, concentrated heat. This heat is immediately absorbed by the liquid in the chamber. Second, evaporation. Because of the vacuum, the liquid doesn't need to get to a full 100 degrees Celsius to boil. It vaporizes, or turns into a gas, at a much lower temperature. This phase change from liquid to gas is incredibly effective at absorbing thermal energy. Third, heat dissipation. This hot vapor rapidly expands and spreads throughout the entire chamber, moving from the hot spot over the chip to the cooler areas of the chamber. This instantly distributes the concentrated heat over a much larger surface area, preventing any single part of the phone from getting dangerously hot. And finally, condensation. As the vapor comes into contact with the cooler surfaces of the chamber, it releases its heat and condenses back into a liquid. The wick structure inside then uses capillary action, the same force that lets a paper towel soak up a spill, to draw the cooled liquid back towards the processor, and the entire cycle begins again. This whole process happens instantaneously and continuously, with no moving parts, creating a highly efficient, self-contained cooling loop inside your phone. Compared to a simple graphite sheet which just passively spreads heat around, the vapor chamber is like having a superhighway for heat, constantly moving it away from the sensitive core components and allowing it to dissipate more effectively. It's a far more advanced and powerful way to manage thermals. Section 4. The real-world revolution. So, we have this incredible technology. But what would it actually mean for you, the user, if these rumors are true? The impact could be felt across every high-performance task you can imagine. For gamers, this could be a dream come true. The single biggest benefit of a vapor chamber would be the dramatic reduction of thermal throttling. Imagine playing the most graphically demanding titles at their highest settings and maintaining a rock-solid, high frame rate not just for 5 minutes, but for an hour or more. No more stutter, no more lag, just pure, uninterrupted performance. The A19 Pro chip inside the iPhone 17 Pro will undoubtedly be a powerhouse, but the vapor chamber is what could allow it to sustain that power, unlocking its true potential. For content creators and professionals, this would be a massive upgrade. Editing 4K or even 8K video on your phone would become a much smoother experience, with faster rendering and export times because the processor wouldn't have to slow down. Augmented reality applications, which are notoriously processor-intensive, would run more fluidly. Complex multitasking and using demanding creative apps would no longer turn your phone into a hand warmer. Even for everyday use, the benefits are clear. The phone will feel more comfortable to hold during long sessions of use or while fast charging. And by keeping the internal components, especially the battery, at a cooler operating temperature, this technology could significantly improve the long-term health and lifespan of your device. This isn't just about unlocking more power. It's about making the iPhone a more reliable and consistent pro-grade tool. If the thought of an iPhone that stays cool under pressure and delivers its full performance all the time excites you, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It tells me you want more deep dives like this and really helps out the channel. Section 5. The cost of cool design, size, and price. Whenever a new, complex technology is introduced, it raises questions. Will this make the phone a thick, heavy brick? And how much more is this going to cost me? Let's tackle the design first. One of the most impressive things about modern vapor chambers is how incredibly thin and space-efficient they are. They are essentially flattened pipes that can be designed to fit precisely within the tight constraints of a modern smartphone without adding significant bulk. In fact, Apple's obsession with thinness is likely to continue. Rumors of an ultra-slim iPhone 17 Air model suggest that the company is still pushing the boundaries of sleek design. The engineering challenge is integrating this system while maintaining things like water resistance and structural integrity, but it's a challenge the industry has already proven can be solved. Some reports even suggest Apple might switch back to an aluminum frame for the Pro models, which could help with both weight and heat dissipation. Now, for the part everyone is waiting for, the price. This advanced thermal technology is more complex and expensive to manufacture than simple graphite sheets. Consequently, most analysts and leakers expect the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max to see a price increase. This is also likely why the feature will reportedly remain exclusive to the Pro models, at least initially. Apple would likely position it as a premium feature for power users who are willing to pay for uncompromising performance. It creates a clearer distinction between the standard models and the Pro models, giving customers a compelling reason to spend more. Section 6. The big picture: why now? So, if this technology has been around in Android phones and PCs for a while, why might Apple be adopting it now? There are a few key reasons. First, chip technology has hit an inflection point. The performance gains from chips like the rumored A19 Pro are incredible, but they also generate more heat in a compact space. To keep pushing the performance envelope, especially with on-device AI and Apple Intelligence requiring massive computational power, a better cooling solution has become a necessity, not a luxury. Second, the competitive landscape has changed. Mobile gaming is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and high-end Android gaming phones have long used vapor chambers as a key selling point. For the iPhone to be considered a top-tier gaming device, it needs to compete on sustained performance, not just peak power. Finally, user expectations are higher than ever. The widespread reports of overheating in previous models sent a clear signal to Apple. Customers paying a premium price expect a premium experience, and that means a device that can handle demanding tasks without becoming slow or uncomfortable to hold. This move would be as much about solving a long-standing pain point as it is about pushing into the future. Conclusion: the rumored introduction of a vapor chamber in the iPhone 17 Pro is far more than just another bullet point on a spec sheet. If true, it would represent a fundamental shift in Apple's approach to performance and thermal management. This technology promises to finally bridge the gap between the iPhone's incredible peak processing power and its real-world, sustained performance. It could mean a major reduction in frustrating thermal throttling for gamers and pro users, unlocking the full potential of Apple's silicon and making the iPhone a true powerhouse for any task you throw at it. Yes, this revolution will likely be exclusive to the Pro models and will probably come with a higher price tag. But it's a change that addresses one of the longest-running complaints from the most demanding users. What do you think? Is a cooler, faster, and more powerful iPhone worth a potential price increase? Are you excited about the possibility of an iPhone that barely throttles? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you want to stay on top of all the latest rumors and analysis for the iPhone 17, make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell turned on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tech challenges, future experiments, and real talk from TechWave 65.